Hello, bookworms and podcast aficionados. Welcome back to Chronicles on the Focus, the podcast that delves into the fascinating lives and works of history's most captivating figures. I'm your host, Bob.
And I'm Alice, ready to unravel the mysteries and marvels of the literary world with you. Today, we're diving headfirst into the life of Lucy Maud Montgomery, the Canadian author who gave us the iconic Anne of Green Gables. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions, literary genius, and maybe a few scandalous secrets.
Alice, you're right. This woman's life was far more interesting than just writing about a freckled redhead. For starters, who knew she wrote 20 novels, 530 short stories, 500 poems, and 30 essays? That's practically a lifetime's worth of creativity in one person.
Seriously, and the success of Anne of Green Gables is just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't just a children's book, it launched her into international fame. Suddenly, Prince Edward Island became a literary pilgrimage site, thanks to Green Gables Farm. Talk about a tourism boost.
But before all the fame and fortune, young Lucy Maud had a pretty tough childhood. Orphaned at a young age, raised by her grandparents, and battling loneliness. It sounds like the plot of one of her own novels. She even created imaginary friends to cope. Katie Maurice and Lucy Gray, anyone?
And get this, Bob, Anne Shirley's imaginary friend is also named Katie Maurice. Talk about a meta moment. It speaks volumes about her ability to draw from her own experiences. Plus, her early attempts at publishing were met with rejection, which is something a lot of artists can relate to. But she persevered. She had those early dreams of fame, and she doggedly chased them.
And the romantic entanglements. Oh my, we're talking multiple suitors, passionate affairs, and a complicated relationship with her own emotions. She even had a brief, intense romance with Herman Lurd, a man already engaged to someone else. This was Victorian Canada, people.
It's fascinating how her diaries reveal a woman who was deeply spiritual, experiencing these moments she called the flash, intense moments of spiritual clarity. These flashes clearly influenced her writing and gave her characters that deep connection to nature. She was a woman ahead of her time, grappling with complex emotions and societal expectations.
Absolutely. Lucy Maud Montgomery wasn't just a writer. She was a complex individual, a pioneer for women writers in Canada, and a storyteller who continues to enchant generations. So next time you pick up Anne of Green Gables, remember the fascinating, and sometimes scandalous, life of the woman who brought her to life.
That's right, Bob. And that's all the time we have for today's episode of Chronicles on the Focus. Join us next time for another captivating chronicle. Until then, keep reading, keep dreaming, and keep exploring the incredible stories that shape our world.